Good morning, guys. Today is Wednesday, and that makes it Weigh In Wednesday. And that's the day when I come on here and I make a video and I tell you how my week is going and I weigh in on all the things that are important to me. And that's what I want to talk about this week because this is a really good chance to evaluate how I'm doing for the year. You know, at the beginning of the year, I came on here and I talked to you and I told you I had big goals, that this was the year of getting lean in 17, that I'm going to get to my goal weight of 136 pounds, which is going to represent taking off 300 pounds total from my highest weight of 436. I told you that I had lots of other goals. And that I was working on those. And we're halfway through the year. We're halfway through 2017. So I want to talk about how it's going. And let's start with how it went this week, okay? So last week when I talked to you, I was weighing in at 151 and I had taken off 1 pound. And this week I weighed in this morning and I was 148. So I'm in the 140s now. And that means that I released 3 pounds this week. I removed them, gone, goodbye. And then for the month, with my last weigh-in in June, I weighed 160 pounds. So that means that this month I took off 12 pounds. And I wanted to find out if I've been taking off, how many pounds I've been taking off on average per month. So for this year, in 7 months, I've taken off 93 pounds. In 7 months, I've taken off 93 pounds. That's an average of a little over 13 pounds a month. That's coming off my body that I'm removing. My pounds off overall from my highest weight is 288 pounds. So I've taken off 288 pounds with no weight loss surgery, just with diet and exercise. I went to a plant-based diet. I've done a lot of walking and a lot of flights of stairs. So that leaves me 12 pounds to my penultimate goal, which is 136 pounds, which will represent 300 pounds off. So I've got 12 pounds to go to get to 300 pounds off. And then that'll leave about 14 pounds for my dream goal, which is 122 pounds. And honestly, I think I might have 14 pounds of skin that'll come off. And so I think when I get to 136, I'm going to switch over to a maintenance type of mode. My friends have been talking to me about, switching over to maintenance and how to do that gracefully and how to not become obsessed with the numbers on the scale. And that's one of the things I want to talk to you about. So every week I come and talk to you about numbers, scale, scale, scale. And I believe in metrics. There's a saying in business that you get what you measure. So I believe in measuring things. I think it's a really useful goal. I know it has kept me accountable. Knowing that I have to face you guys has helped me out. You're my accountability partner. Really, you are. I come on the internet and tell the internet my weight. That's crazy, right? But it has worked for me where nothing else has. And your support and your love has helped me. I feel like you guys love me until I could love myself. And you've been with me through the good and the bad. But I think that we can get obsessed with the scale. I have friends and clients and people that I coach and stuff that tell me I weigh in twice a day. Well, that's nutso. You should really not be weighing in more than once a week. If you're a once a day weigher, that's okay, but you're cheating yourself out of the excitement of seeing, I really like seeing 3 pounds come off in 1 week, and if I weighed in earlier in the week, I wouldn't get that little hit of dopamine that I get when I watch the scale do what I want it to do. So I think once a week is perfect. If I could get down to once a month, I would do it. But for me, I do need to weigh in occasionally so that I keep myself on track. It keeps me honest. But let's talk about other numbers, because I didn't just do this by paying attention to the scale. I added up all the steps I have taken this year. I have taken 2,652,618 steps, over 2 million steps in the 7 months of this year. And that represents over 1,000 miles. I have walked 1,060 miles over the course of this year. But what I'm even more impressed with is the flights of stairs. I have done over 1,362 flights of stairs, or the equivalent of, because I do hiking and I go up mountains and up the butte and everything. So I did 100 of those flights of stairs this weekend. That was my highest amounts of flights that I've ever done. What I did was I hiked around Crater Lake, and I went from the rim of Crater Lake all the way down to the water and put my feet in that beautiful blue water, and it felt so good. It was cold, but after hiking so much, that felt awesome. And so, do you have stuff like that? Do you have challenges that get you excited? Because I never had goals for my physical movement before, but now I really do. I try to get 15,000 steps a day. I was looking at the beginning of the year, I got 46,000 steps in a week. And now, last week, I got 102,000. So I've more than doubled the amount of steps I'm taking. If you want to know how to get this done, that's what you do. And the reason I bring up all these numbers is because numbers don't lie, right? And let's talk about that. Let's get really honest for just a minute. I have friends or people in my group, in my Facebook group, that say, I'm doing everything correctly, but the numbers won't move. I'm not getting weight release. And I have to tell you, that means that you aren't in a calorie deficit. If you are staying the same week after week, then you are taking in exactly as many calories as your body is using. And your body likes homeostasis. It takes a lot to get it to take off weight. It doesn't like to take off weight. Everything in our biology is designed to keep us at the weight that we are or bigger, because it's to protect us from famine. It's not evil. It's just something that protects us from starvation. It's why we're alive, because our ancestors had that ability to not starve to death. So yay, we're the genetic winners. We won the evolutionary pool. We didn't get eaten by a mountain lion. We didn't starve to death. We didn't, our ancestors didn't die of disease before they could have us. And so I just accept that that's biology. We just have to accept reality. And so if the scale is not moving for you, you have two choices. You can either reduce your calories, or you can burn more off, okay? And so I've done a little bit of both. I get steps all throughout the day, because if you look back at my brain food, and I read that book Flux, they talk about how that's the most effective way to do it, is just to sneak little NEAT in there, which is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. That just means the moving you do all throughout the day, not like big old boot camp exercise sessions, but just walking and moving around and not being sedentary. So I have done that. I increased that 50%. I had a goal of 10,000 steps a day. Now my goal is 15,000 steps a day. So I increased it 50%. The other thing is, if you want to reduce calories, you can either do it the super painful way, which is eating less food, or you can change the caloric density of the food that you're eating. In other words, less fat, because fat has twice as many calories as carbs, and so just by cutting out the fat, you're going to be stepping on the accelerator on your weight loss, on your weight release. And then vegetables have, you know, a third of the calories of carbs, a third to a sixth. So how I do it is increase the vegetables, cut out the fat. I've almost cut out the fat. I do eat flax seeds, like a little bit. I eat one Brazil nut a day to get my cholesterol down and to get my selenium. But that's about it. I don't really eat fat right now. I'm in a season of my life where I don't eat it. I'm getting my essential fatty acids out of the fat that is already stored on my body, so I'm not worried about it. And eventually I will add healthy fat back to my life, but that's not the season I'm in. I'm in the season of taking this fat off my body. And you have to know what season you're in. And so I eat much more vegetables than I do starch, and that's how I have a weight reduction week after week. And so if your scale is not moving, you have to take a really hard reality about, you know, are you letting treats slip in? Are you eating out too often? Is there oil in your food? Are you buying commercial hummus that has oil in it because you don't feel like making your own hummus? Are you using commercial salad dressings? Are you still eating avocado? Are you still eating nuts? Do you have peanut butter? Just be really honest with yourself, and be honest with yourself about whether you want this bad enough. Do you want it bad enough to do whatever it takes? As I was telling my friend this morning, we were having a little chat, and I was telling her, I am willing to do whatever it takes, you know, and is my food always yummy to me? Do I like eating salad for breakfast with salsa on it? Do I like only eating steamed vegetables and stuff during the day? Not always. Most of the time I'm content, but sometimes I look at someone else's plate and I get a little jealous. But you know what? I am willing to do that because I am going to do whatever it takes to get this weight off. This weight is coming off. It is coming off this year. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And so, are you willing to take a hard look at the numbers? Are you willing to adjust your diet so that it starts moving again? Are you willing to wake up every morning and get motivation all over again? Educate yourself, motivate yourself. Motivation is like washing. Even if you did it yesterday, you still need to do it today. Even if you brushed your teeth yesterday, you have to do it again today. You have to get motivated every single day. You have to plan every single day. You have to do the prep so that your food is ready, because you're trying to live clean in a dirty world. And if you don't prepare, you're planning to fail, you know? Fail to plan, plan to fail, because this world does not support you in eating a healthy way of life. And so these are all things we need to do daily. And you just get up, you get motivated, you check those boxes. Yes, I'm prepared. Yes, my food is ready. Yes, my food is on point. Yes, I am mentally prepared to be doing whatever it takes so that I achieve my goals. And get in there, get it done, get this weight off so that you can get to maintenance. You know, taking off weight is uncomfortable. It's not fun. You're in a caloric deficit. Your body is not getting as many calories as it would like. It doesn't like that. It makes you grumpy. But maintenance is really awesome from what I understand. Everybody tells me. So get there. Get this weight off and get to maintenance so that you can live the rest of your life healthy, you know, in a body that feels good to you, in a body you deserve, that can do things that you want to do. And don't wait anymore. Start today. Start right now. It doesn't matter. You know, if you've messed up this week, don't wait till Monday to get back on track. Start right now. I don't care if you still have like Halo ice cream all around your mouth and your fingers are still greasy from whatever vegan fast food you just ate or whatever. Eat a carrot. Eat a bite of apple. Do something to mentally tell yourself, no, we're back on track. We're not waiting till Monday. We're not waiting till the beginning of the month. We're not waiting. Don't wait to live your life. get this weight off, get rid of it, get on to maintenance, do what you have to do, be willing to be temporarily uncomfortable for something so much greater, which is freedom and happiness and health and so many other things. If I could have told my 436-pound self how good I would feel now, that I would scan my whole body and I would not have pain anywhere in my body, I don't think that my 436-pound self would have believed it, because she was in nothing but pain. And if I would have told her that you won't have acne and you won't have eczema and you won't get migraines and you won't have any of the 1,000 health problems that you have, I know that she would be willing to do whatever it takes to get this off. So be willing, be real with yourself, look at the numbers, look at the metrics, look at what you're doing. If it's not working for you, change it up. No excuses. Excuse time is over. You can have excuses or you can have results, but you can't have both. All right, here's to a week of no excuses. Have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.